Hello and welcome to the podcast. Happy November. Anyway, I hope you all had a nice October. A lovely Halloween, a lovely Halloween weekend. Obviously last month, I talked about our Halloween costumes. We ended up going as Ruby and Sapphire from Steven Universe. And yes, with the help of my sister, who is an actual seamstress, Kelly, we made the costumes ourselves. I was pretty proud of that. Especially because I feel like this might be our best um Halloween costume in a while. Like, so proud of the craftsmanship. We had our Halloween party. God, at least 2 Fridays ago from uploading this. So the God, I do not have a calendar in my office where I record these. Um, Either way, it was on the, like, 20 something. No, it was a Friday, not a Saturday. I did say it was a Friday. What am I talking about? Anyway, we had our friends over because obviously people have jobs. Halloween was on a Thursday. We weren't exactly gonna, like, come back Friday hungover. I wasn't looking forward to doing that. So yeah, we had our party on a Friday evening. Um, had a lot of friends over, had a fun time. Obviously my friends, I don't know if you saw the post, if you did on my Instagram, um, who my friends went as. My friend Joan was Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. They were really disappointed that, like, half of our friend group hasn't watched Scott Pilgrim. That's on them. Uh, but obviously being Joan's best friend, I was forced to watch it multiple times. That's just life. Sakura was a pop star. Uh, and you'd think that, she'd be having a little couple's costume with her boyfriend, as I don't know, is it their first or it's the second Halloween, I think, together, but, um, first Halloween party that they went to, like, first of our Halloween parties that we went to together. So you'd think they do a couple costume. That's what I'm saying. You'd think they do a couple's costume, but no. Jacob went as a surfer, and the thing is, he was literally just wearing, like, a wetsuit top. What are they called? Like, the tops that it's not a full wetsuit because he was in trunks, swim shorts. God, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so yeah, a pop star and a surfer. That's something, that's for sure. Um, Sooyoung was a ballerina, obviously. The thing is, right, love Sooyoung. Thing is, that is her job. She is literally a dancer, and she was just like, I don't know what to go as. I say ballerina. She was Black Swan, but, like, all she did was put on a black mask, and that was it. Like, sure, it was feathered, but it wasn't like Black Swan, you know? Um, Celine was a figure skater. She was in they had, like, covers on them, but, like, she did enter our apartment in skates, like, proper ice skates, and we were like, "How are you balancing?" Because that is insane, but, she needed to, like, respect the fact that our floors would get scratched up. Um, I don't actually know, probably, they probably would get scratched up because 'cause they're like blades. Alyssa was a scarecrow that was using a part of a costume I had a couple of years ago when we were still in high school. Um, it's kind of like a traveling costume in the sense that I feel like a lot of people have worn it at this point, but it's a good costume. I enjoy lending my friends my costumes. A couple of years ago, Joan stole my Catra costume, which is honestly, they looked better somehow. Um, and then Gabe was a vampire. At least it was better than 2 years ago when he was just wearing a dress and wouldn't tell me what he was. At least this time, he had fangs and a lovely long Morticia Addams-esque dress. So, I mean, you know, I guess he was like, he couldn't leave Cat hanging for that long. I'm still going, by the way. And Ollie was Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, the anime, and I guess live action series as well. Because, I mean, it's relevant culturally to this year, I think. Did the live action come out this year? It's been a long year. It's the 11th month of the year. Anyway, and Zoe, my manager, was a fairy. We invited my manager this year just because, more people, have fun. We had so many snacks, we had a lot of drinks. It was crazy. Crazy time. We did the mash, we did the monster mash, and that is the dance. Get your mind out of the gutter. Um, I don't think actually anyone would think, ooh, monster mash, more like monster smash. I'm an adult. So the thing is, I do also have like the dirtiest mind of them all, which is you probably know that. Like if you know me, you know that. Um my friend Aria from Manchester obviously has that same mind that I do, where we're like, teehee, we're just like sneaky little guys. Not to age myself, but we're meme lords. Ugh, I hate that word. It's something about the she theys and the humor. They just, they go hand in hand. Um, and then yeah. So like Hell Weekend, fun times, actual Halloween on Thursday. I did nothing. Like I genuinely did nothing. I think we maybe watched like a couple of Halloween episodes from sitcoms. But, like other than that, Maria and I were just like in our apartment doing nothing. When this gets uploaded, I will be in New York with my sister, Chelsea, my younger sister. Because I mean, if you are her teacher, uh, the posts that you're seeing are so old and that it is definitely not happening right now. Um, we're going from anyway. No, yeah. If you're one of my younger sister's school teachers, stop listening now, please, for your own good. Um, there's no more of this episode happening. I love your faces and see you later. Am I right? Haha. Anyway, for short episode for them. We're going from weekend to weekend. Pretty early flight on Saturday so that we can. I mean, it's like an evening flight. See, here's the thing. They're 3 hours ahead of us in New York. That's ugh. Time zones are so confusing. Why can't we all just have like the same time and it just some people have it really dark at 8 a.m.? Why can't that just be the case? Anyway, so we're gonna be there from weekend to weekend, about Friday to Sunday. There's a lot of things we want to do. I'm not sure about the weather. Because it's fall. We will be there we'll be back for Thanksgiving. When is Thanksgiving this year? See, look, here's the thing. I'm so bad with like everything. Dates, I'm awful. Yeah, we'll be back. 1 second. I'm back. I had to deal with something. This is the thing. Usually I wait until I'm like home alone and nothing's happening. But Marie's here. She's sorting things out before I go. Anyway, so we'll be there for about a week. Um, and yeah, we know some things we don't want to do. I mean, I definitely want to take Chelsea to like an actual Broadway show. Especially because it would be my first time going to an actual Broadway show, and like there's so many things that are on right now that I really want to go see. Because obviously all we ever get is like touring productions in San Francisco. Like I'd love to see Romeo and Juliet with Rachel Zegler and Kit Connor at the Circle in the Square. Love. That's so exciting. Also, I love Shakespeare, obviously, English major. Um, Back to the Future, because that's just fun. Little Shop of Horrors, and Drag the Musical, just so I can rub it in Gabe's face that I've seen it, even though it was on in the West Coast. But I'm terrible at geography. Again, I did English and psychology. I didn't have to learn north, south, east, west. Um, but like, it's cooler because it's in New York. It's off Broadway, but it's in New York. I hate myself. Here's the thing. Obviously, I'm from San Francisco. Very chill, very chill. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you know what I mean. Um, and yeah, I don't know where that point was going. There's a lot going on in my brain at all times. I should probably get that checked, but I won't. Anyway, we also I'd love to, you know, be in the audience for like Saturday Night Live or The Tonight Show. I mean, nothing against the late night Jimmys of the world, you know. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Myers, Jimmy Colbert. They're all Jimmy to me. Who cares if you're Seth or James or John? To me, you are Jimmy because so many of the late night hosts are called Jimmy. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's two of them, but like one of them's a James. Even though, does he still do a show? I don't watch. I just want to go just so I can like say that I've gone. Maybe that would make me less likely to be like picked. Not picked, but like actually get a ticket. Because I'd be like, no, you talk bad about them on your podcast that no one listens to. You get one monthly listener, and that's us. Just that we know not to pick you. There's nothing against the success. I mean, I get that the vlogs are more popular, but like, I don't always have time to film and edit. There's a lot of admin and stuff that I have to attend to behind the scenes. And I'm sorry. I really am. But yeah, I'm taking Chelsea because I just want to be like a cool older sister for once. It's it's fun being, with my little sister. We're chill. It's all good. Um, and yes, I'm taking her out of school for a week. Let's hope that like nothing important's going on. Actually, I don't here's the thing, right? I've been out of school for so long that I've like forgotten when we get break. Like I'd look it up and like I could actually ask my sister, but instead I'm like, "No, I think I'll be fine." If she does have school, well, she gets one extra week off before the actual break for Thanksgiving. And that's fun, that's slay. Why do I say things like that? I hate myself sometimes. But again, we don't have time to unpack all that, do we? Here's the thing, I had to stop recording because of the thing I had to deal with, and so now I don't actually know how long I've been recording for. I think we're only like halfway through. You'd know. You're the listener. Oh god. I recently had a cold, and I'm sorry. Um, my voice was much deeper, much raspier, much more vocal fry. Here's the thing. I feel like people probably think that I put it on. but, in reality, this is just how I sound. Anyway, speaking of Chelsea, my great little sister, she has gotten me into playing Dress to Impress on Roblox at my old age of 24. God, at my old age of 24, you'd think I'd know better not to play a children's game and get angry at it, and yet, here I am, daily, getting pissed off. Look, my dad's English. Anyway, getting pissed off at children for, like, they sometimes they don't know. Like, here's the thing, why are you doing themes like Rococo if you barely have the materials to actually make something that looks Rococo? That is my problem with this game. I'm not paying real life money for that. I have more important things to pay real life money for, like seeing a Broadway show with my little sister because I can't, because I'm allowed. I'm trying to be financially responsible. The only game. Do you guys remember Movie Star Planet? I was on Movie Star Planet as a kid. I had a lot of access to the internet and such. I was a Movie Star Planet girly. I was also a Club Penguin girly. We're going on a tangent. I miss Club Penguin. That was such a good game too, and like I know that there are rewritten servers and like and all that jazz, but nothing hits the same as the real thing. I miss my igloo. I miss my puffles. I miss the elite penguin force. I miss my rank in card jitsu. I was a friggin' ninja. I don't remember if I was a fire, a water, or an ice ninja, but I was so cool. I felt so accomplished. Um, and then it shut down. We flipped that iceberg that one time, and that was cool. And then you got a special hard hat, and you didn't even get to wear it because the game shut down. Well, you got to wear it for like that one day before the game shut down. It was the highest traffic on that site in years. RIP. When did it close? Did it close like Vine did, like in 2017 or something? You know, the older we get, the further it will be since Vine closed down. And now all we have is TikTok and Instagram Reels, and they just don't hit the same because they're not like restricted to time. Though to be fair, I guess that's saying something like about our attention span is like when we had to watch 7-second videos and it was like, because our attention spans were so short, and now like we're slowly regaining a longer attention span, maybe because people love, video essays and such. Like, oh my god, I love watching a video essay, like that Jenny Nicholson one about the Star Wars hotel, the Galactic Star Cruiser. That was so good. I can't actually think of the last time I watched a video essay because we know this. I've been taking up a lot of my time watching improv and such because what I have brain rot. Back to Club Penguin and Movie Star Planet. Movie Star Planet is actually still going. They're like app exclusive now. Um, they also have a sequel game. I've not played it, but like apparently there are like fewer options or something. And that's so sad. Like it was so fun to be, to dress up and then like, play with your pets, which some of them were qual. What am I? A friggin' New Yorker? Anyway, were called boonies, and boonies sounds like a slur. I would cut that if I weren't faithful that no one listens to these. Um, I think I'm being out of pocket. I'm talking to myself too much, and I'm being out of pocket. Um, but like, I think I can say it. Like, it sounds like one for gay people, and I'm a gay people. I'm one of you. Go gay people. Are you guys excited for like all the are you excited for award season? I feel like I'm excited for award season. That's my favorite time of year, especially getting to see like what's going to get nominated. I feel like I've not seen enough films in theaters but, like, I'm so curious to know. And, like, it's not just films, it's also, like, music award season and television award season. I think some of them have already been, like, the Emmys and such. Um, it's like it's so intriguing, it's so interesting, and I love, maybe one day I'll be part of it. Maybe one day, not today. I mean, they're like I kind of am in terms of like because of the hierarchy that comes into play with like music and such. But I I love I love just watching. I also just like love critiquing people's outfits on the red carpet when I am at home in my sweatpants and my hoodie. Um Except for, like, the exception for when I am actually, like, on the carpet and interviewing. That was one time. Please invite me back. I loved it. It was so fun, especially because I get starstruck so easily, you know? It's crazy that I'm in this industry and, like, I talk to a celebrity, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm doing it." Like, when I talk I mean, obviously, some of them I'm, like, friends with and close to. When I talk to the people that, like, my number 1 my top 5 artists from Spotify Wrapped, I'm like, "Oh my god, it's you." That's crazy, that's insane to me. Like, "Whoa, you're real? Am I real? Is this real? Pinch me. Am I alive?" Um, yeah. What a time to be alive. Time to be we're in, like, the golden age of music and entertainment, and, like, we're so back. I grew up, obviously, in the early 2000s. I was watching shows that I probably should not have been watching at my age, but I was watching Parks and Recreation, I was watching 30 Rock. I would not watch that if you are under maybe 16. Though I feel like some 15-year-olds are pretty mature, but, like, still. I wouldn't recommend for my younger sister to watch it, and she's 13 or something. Is she 13? She is. She's really tall. Here's the thing about women in my family, except for my mom. Somehow height just, like, gets thrust upon us. I'm hoping I'm hoping that Chelsea stays shorter than me, especially because I mean, I'm a pretty tall person, um, myself, so I think I would it would she would be freakishly tall. The real scare that we're having here is when my brother grows up, because if he is anything above, 6 foot, he will be giant. Um, like, I have no idea who he is, but, all I've been seeing on social media social media? Social media. It's not a freaking rock. Anyway, all I've been seeing on social media is this guy called Gary Barlow. He's from some kind of, like, British boy group from the 90s? The 90s? Maybe? And his son is so tall. That's what I feel like it's gonna be like with my family, even though, like, we're all pretty tall. I mean, I last Saturday on the 2nd of November, I posted a picture of myself standing next to my mom, and my mom was wearing, I mean, slightly smaller heel than I was wearing, but, like, still. She's like, "Wow, you're so tall." I'm like, "How? How did that happen? What came about for this to be, like, the case?" You know? Um, but yeah, I fear the day that my parents are, like, super short and all of myself and my siblings are not, except for I think this has gotta be from my dad's side because Kelly and, the rest of us don't actually share a father, so because Kelly was from some relationship my mom had before meeting my dad, and, she is, like, an average height, and for some reason, the rest of us are freakishly tall. But, I mean, I guess that's life. When I was 13, people were like, "Wow, how are you, like, almost an adult?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I mean, when I was 17 here's the thing, though, I had, like, a pretty, like, high-pitched voice, at 17, like, you remember my first vlog? And now it's actually normal and actually suits who I am as a person, but, like, imagine this, like I wasn't exactly I mean, I kind of, like, hit a bit of a growth spurt, but, like, also not. Anyway, so imagine, like, a 5'11" teenager, but then she's got, like, the babiest voice of all time. Um, that was me for, like, a couple of years before I finally, like, grew into it. Maybe, like, I had a it sounds sometimes I feel like I sound like I smoke 5 packs a day, but I don't, and I don't condone smoking. It's fine if you do it, but I wouldn't personally. Not my thing. Like, sure, it can look cool, but it won't feel cool when your lungs are black. I don't wanna guilt trip you. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, so New York, Halloween happened. Totally that's it. That's all that's going on in the world right now. I hope you're I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're stocking up on plan B. I hope that you know who your support systems are, and I don't like being political mainly cuz I'm like this is my escape. But it's truly terrifying. We got through it in 2016. We'll try our best. Let's hope that nothing changes in terms of, you know, hopefully it's just 4 years and not something that will get passed to be a dictatorship, because I don't think any of us would want that. Ah, so yeah. Um it was lovely talking to you. We talking at you, as I often say, because, you can't respond. Um and I I do I sign these off with I love your faces? Because I can't see your faces. Hi, thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. My flatmate knocked on my door in the middle of me recording this to give me uh a letter from my mother, because I'm still at university. Let me open this letter from my mother so that you can. Is that proof enough that my flatmate knocked on my door and I'm like, "Ugh." I'm in character. I'm in the middle of character. You expect me to, like, in the middle of character? I'm in character. I'm in character as my cat. My cat as cat. I'm in character, and you knock on my door, and now I need to get back into character somehow. To be fair, I can switch into it at the drop of a hat, drop of a hat, drop of a pin, drop of a click of a switch, press of a button. You know what I mean? Like, also, I'm fiddling with something. I really hope that that couldn't be heard, because if it can, whoopsie. Oops. So yeah. Scary, scary world that we live in, isn't it? Terrifying, terrifying little world that we live in. You'd think that, it's in the US, it's not gonna affect me up here in the United Kingdom, and yet it will. Sure, we think we're disconnected from it, but it's scary how much of uh an influence it has over us. I didn't want to talk about it because I'm like, I don't think I'm educated enough to make a statement that so. I feel like I need to make a statement. I don't think my 300 subscribers even care um about what I have to say, because I'm just a guy. Um, but yeah, stay safe. Um, people, places, things that are real, purely coincidence. Cat is a fictional character. Her sisters are fictional characters. Her friends are fictional characters. Uh, the late night Jimmys are real people, but you know, who cares about them? You know, they're men over 30. I don't. How old is the youngest uh late night host? Because they can't all. They. I feel like they're all at least like 40. Why did I sound so posh when I said 40? Ah, but yeah, I'm gonna read my mum's post and I'm gonna draw and I'm gonna act like I'm doing fine. I mean, I am doing fine, but, are we really? We don't have time to unpack all that. Thanks for listening, goodbye.